Hey, look, this is Scott. I wanted to come out to you today to have a quick conversation around something I've been seeing some people having some challenges with. And anytime I'm seeing things out here that people are kind of going through and having some challenges with, I want to come out to you and just kind of share some information, share some knowledge, a different way of thinking about some things, just to help you to move from where you are to where you want to be a little bit more smoothly, and maybe even with a little bit more cash in your pocket. So one of the things I'm hearing a lot of people wanting to do right now is that they want to get their home sold, and they want to get it sold like right now. Like, I don't want to do any work to the house. I don't want to put any more money into it. I just want to sell it like this. I don't want to go through staging it. I don't want to have to clean that up. I just want to sell the house. And so, because of that type of energy, that type of thought pattern, a lot of people are now beginning to call some of the places to say, we buy not so good looking houses. Or, maybe you see the sign out on the street corner that maybe it's a bright yellow sign, black lettering or something that says, we'll pay cash for your house, any condition. Maybe you're seeing send a sign or an email or something online that says, we'll pay cash for your house and close in 10 days. Quick closings, 24-hour price offer in your hand. And so you'll see these types of offers coming. And when you're in that place of just saying, I don't want to do anything, those offers start to looking really, really good. And most of them can close. They can do what they're saying. But keep in mind what their main objective is. Is their main objective to help to put more cash in your pocket? Or is it to put more cash into their pocket? And so you always have to think about what's the main objective. What is their main objective? Does their main objective coincide with your main objective? Yes or no? It can't be both. In most situations, it can't be both, because they're buying, you're selling. And so there's two completely opposite sides of the equation. Now, and one thing that makes it even more intriguing is that sometimes you have somebody reach out to you, say, "Oh, yeah, we can close in 10 days, or we give you an offer in 24 hours," and they come in and they will write this offer to say, maybe it's their name, maybe it's We Buy Homes LLC or something like that, and then they'll write on the words "and" or "assigns," and you kind of wonder, well, what is that? They'll gloss over, "Oh, there's no big deal." Sometimes I work with other investors, and so one of them might just buy it instead. And so as they make it sound like it's a really good thing for you, and it's something you don't need to be concerned with. And really, you don't really have to be concerned with it. But what they're saying when they do that is that they believe they got such a great deal on your house that they can sell it in its as-is condition to somebody else that's willing to pay cash for it and still close in 10 days. And I want to make sure that you're hearing me and that you're understanding what I'm saying here. They are writing this offer to buy your house from you at such a low price that they know they can now sell it to somebody else, and they can pocket the difference from between those two sales and pocket themselves. And so now they're walking away with thousands of dollars, which you could have had in your pocket. But how do you make that happen? You don't want to do anything to the house. Now, I will share with you, of course, with a lot of times, if you call up a realtor, most of us are going to say, well, look, you need to do this, you need to fix that, you need to make sure this is working, your heat needs to be fine, your plumbing needs to be good, you need to paint the ugly color wall, you got to patch the holes, you got to fix the grass, you just got to do all this stuff, and then you got to state. And granted, if you do all of that stuff, if you stage it, you paint, you dust off your ceiling fan blades and the top of your water heater, and all that stuff you forget about sometimes. But if you take care of doing those types of things, you will be able to get a much higher price on your house. No question. You get an inspection in advance, fix all the stuff the inspector is talking about, so there's no surprises. You present your inspection report and repair addendum, repair stuff right there to any buyers that come along. Yeah, you're going to be able to get a much better price for your house. But let's say, again, if you're in a situation and you just don't want to deal with it, you just want to sell your house and move on about your life. Can you do that? And again, a lot of times realtors would just say, nah, you need to do this stuff in order for us to sell it. But there are some of us out here that understand the market, understand the mentality, and we're here to help you. And so if you find that right realtor, we can sell the house in whatever condition it is. And again, the better the condition, the better the price, the better we can put some cash in your pocket. But if you just don't want to do anything, instead of finding this one investor over here that's willing to buy your house in 10 days, you know, when they're going to give you this low price, if you actually put it on the market with an experienced agent that understands how to market a property in its as-is condition, we can now put it out there. That same investor is going to see it, but also hundreds of other investors are going to see it as well. And now we got them bidding against each other. They're competing against each other, and they're bidding the price up higher and higher and higher. Because right now in today's marketplace, there's not a lot of inventory. So if we can find investors that are hungry right now for some extra deals, still we got to make sure they're getting a deal. But they don't need to get a steal of a deal. They can get a deal. And so if they got a deal, it's putting more cash into your pocket, still quick closings, still quick contracts coming in place, because investors move fast. But instead of moving with just one investor, let's go ahead and market it to 100 investors, to hundreds of investors, even those investors that are just getting started, but they got the cash available. I just talked to a guy today. He was like, oh yeah, I got the cash. I just never done this before. Let's put it into a position to make sure that we're maximizing the amount of money that you're getting without having to do anything to the house. Whatever your condition is, let's have a conversation. Let's take a look at the house. Let's see what your situation is, and I'll let you know in advance. If you fix everything, you can come up here to this price. And it's as is condition, we can do it at this price. Or maybe it's in a really rough condition, we might be able to do it around this price. But again, doing it at this price is still going to put more money into your pocket than what you would get just calling up this one investor that says we can do an offer on your house in 24 hours and we can close in 10 days. And the thing is, we might not close in 10 days, but we can close in 11. So, because give me a day to actually put together the marketing pieces and things of that sort for you to get the information out to these hundreds of investors. So again, this is one of those pieces that I've been hearing a lot of people struggling with over the years, and just even here recently, one of somebody that was really dear to me, they actually got a call from an investor, and they was thinking about making a move, and so they was like, okay, yeah, this sounds good, and they signed off on a paper, and the next day they reached out to me and they say, hey, Scott, look, this is the contract. I'm selling my house, and I'm looking at the contract like, woo. That's a really low figure, but okay. I mean, you've already signed. There's nothing I can really look at this point. Nothing I can do to really help you with this. But okay, you signed the contract. And then the people did an inspection on the property. And then they wanted to drop the price by another, I think it was $45,000, $50,000. They wanted to drop the price even more. And it was already at a steal of a deal. They wanted an even more in-depth steal of a deal. And so at that point, I did kind of step in, and I was able to kind of help them get out of it, whatever. And then we was able to put it on the market and get them a whole lot more money than what they was originally going to get before the investor tried to beat that price down. So we were able to get them an extra $40,000 in their pocket still without having to do anything to the house, without having to stage it, without having to fix anything, without having to clean anything, having the proper closing date for when they wanted to actually move. Everything fell right into place nice and smoothly for them. But it was because of the experience and the way that we actually can market a property in its as-is condition. So if you're interested in moving now and not doing anything whatsoever to your property, let us know, and we're going to make sure that we can maximize the money that you got coming in. Now, even if you are willing to kind of do some of that work to the house and get it in its tip-top condition, we're still going to be able to kind of look at that and say, what is the maximum that you can get for this? And we'll be able to give you some numbers in advance, show you how we will differentiate our marketing for different types of properties, and just make sure that we put it out there the right way for you to maximize what you can get. You ready to move? Give me a call. Let's do it. We're here to help. Enjoy. We'll talk soon.